The White House has reacted to what's happening between India and Pakistan with a message that President Trump wants to see it de-escalate. So the White House saying that President Trump wants de-escalation right now. The question is whether something will be done about this by America, as you've had the US Vice President making it very clear, J.D. Vance making it very clear that this is none of America's business, and so they're going to let India and Pakistan deal with it their way. And now you've got a statement from the White House saying we want this to end. We want President Trump wants it to de-escalate the conflict between India and Pakistan. Our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan is joining us with more details on this. Geeta, you had a statement that came in just a few days ago from the Vice President of America saying, look, this is none of our business. This is an issue between India and Pakistan. Today, you have the White House saying the president wants to ensure this de-escalation, wants to see de-escalation between India and Pakistan. So how do we really look into this statement?
Well, Akshita, very clearly, J.D. Vance made a statement that he thought and was in all probability in his personal capacity, because that's not how diplomacy is being conducted between India and the United States of America. Firstly, not the first time that Donald Trump is seeking de-escalation. Not so long ago, he had said it's a shame that they've not ended it. There has been a tit for tat. They did what they had to. Now the two countries should stop. And then you have Marco Rubio, who is the man, man engaging India and the United States of and Pakistan. India's case, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar. In Pakistan's case, Pakistan Premier Shehbaz Sharif. And seeking de-escalation. So the briefing that is still underway, the spokesperson just making that clear and reiterating that President Trump wants de-escalation because this is not helping anyone. Okay, also look at the larger picture over here, Akshita. Who does this benefit? They are going into talks with China, the United States of America. They're looking at reducing tariff from 145 to 80 because America is bleeding. And to stop that bleeding, America needs India. India right now is not completely available, and that certainly is hurting the United States of America and its advantage China. So in all this, China stands to gain, America stands to lose a lot, and America needs India. So they do want and are seeking de-escalation.
You know, the question then that arises is whether America also will step in to kind of mediate between India and Pakistan. And considering, Geeta, you're also saying that America is reliant on India's partnership right now. Does it look like then America could take India's side in the sense of pulling up Pakistan?
Well, very interestingly, Akshita, the United States of America did pull up Pakistan. The statements, the readouts that came from the State Department after the conversations that Marco Rubio had with Jaishankar and with Shehbaz Sharif clearly said that on the one hand, the readout on India said that they stand with India in the support and fight against terrorism. And on the other hand, the readout on Pakistan very clearly said that condoling the death of civilians, but also in the same breath said Pakistan needs to stop terror. So recognizing that terrorism is the reason why the two countries are where they are at today. Having said that, India has made it very clear India is not seeking mediation. Iran has offered mediation. Saudi Arabia, Qatar are in conversation with India and with Pakistan. They're not looking at mediation. What they really are looking at is if you have sway over Pakistan, if you have influence over Pakistan, please tell them that they need to stop using terrorism as an instrument of state policy, and there will be no escalation. Why is Pakistan responding to an action India took against terrorists? Why is Pakistan responding to an action India took against terrorists by hitting India's civilian and military targets, when India had made it very clear that they were not going in to hit Pakistani military and civilian targets, that they were terror infrastructure that India was looking at. So these are things that the international community will have to understand, and if they want any de-escalation, the ball then is in Pakistan's court.
And even the statement that came in from President Trump right after Operation Sindoor, he seemed to suggest that, look, this was tit-for-tat action, while also, of course, saying that hopefully it ends here. The message from President Trump was very clear, Geeta, at that point when he said that this is India essentially responding to the Pahalgam terror attack, to Pakistani terrorists carrying out an attack on Indian soil. He called it tit for tat.
Well, absolutely. And so has India reiterated the very same thing. When Pakistan said that the action by India will see an appropriate response and response with same measure, India and the Foreign Secretary of India, Secretary Vikram Misri, in a press briefing yesterday had said very clearly that India's action was not the initiation of the problem between the two countries. It was in fact a retaliation, a response to what had already happened. That the first incident was Pahalgam and the retaliation was what India did. So if Pakistan wants, it could have stopped right there and then. It didn't.
Okay, interesting. Thanks very much, Geeta, for joining us with details really on how America has been choosing to react to what's happening between India and Pakistan. Listen into the White House press secretary.
He has been in constant communication with the leaders of both countries trying to bring this conflict to an end.
Just one other question. Yesterday, Caroline, two questions. First, can you give us an update on U.S. efforts to mediate or have an impact on the conflict between India and Pakistan?
Sure, I absolutely can. This is something that the Secretary of State and, of course, now our National Security Advisor as well, Marco Rubio, has been very much involved in. The President has expressed he wants to see this de-escalate as quickly as possible. He understands these are two countries that have been at odds with one another for decades, long before President Trump was here in the Oval Office. However, he has good relationships with the leaders of both countries, and the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, I spoke to him just yesterday. He has been in constant communication with the leaders of both countries trying to bring this conflict to an end.
Just one other question. Yesterday, Caroline, two questions. First, can you give us an update on U.S. efforts to mediate or have an impact on the conflict between India and Pakistan?
Sure, I absolutely can. This is something that the Secretary of State and, of course, now our National Security Advisor as well, Marco Rubio, has been very much involved in. The President has expressed he wants to see this de-escalate as quickly as possible. He understands these are two countries that have been at odds with one another for decades, long before President Trump was here in the Oval Office. However, he has good relationships with the leaders of both countries, and the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, I spoke to him just yesterday. He has been in constant communication with the leaders of both countries trying to bring this conflict to an end.
Just one other question. Yesterday, Caroline, two questions. First, can you give us an update on U.S. efforts to mediate or have an impact on the conflict between India and Pakistan?
Sure, I absolutely can. This is something that the Secretary of State and, of course, now...
Just heard there from the White House press secretary when she says that we're very closely tracking the situation. We're speaking to both sides right now, and President Trump wants de-escalation. I just want to also play out for you what U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance said 2 days ago when asked about what's happening between India and Pakistan. The message essentially was, look, this is none of our business. This is not America's business. Listen in.
We want this thing to de-escalate as quickly as possible. America can't tell the Indians to lay down their arms. We can't tell the Pakistanis to lay down their arms. And so we're going to continue to pursue this thing through diplomatic channels. Our hope and our expectation is that this is not going to spiral into a broader regional war or, God forbid, a nuclear conflict.